From the High Definition Production Center of Troy University's Broadcast and Digital Network at Troy, Alabama's International University, this is Troy TrojanVision News.
Hello and welcome to Troy TrojanVision News for June 21st, 2017. I'm Madison Neal.
And I'm Paige Weeks. Thank you for joining us this evening. The Trojan baseball team wrapped up their season a month ago. However, Riddle Pace Field has been filled with activity this week, and only the players are a little younger than the Trojans that usually take the field. Sarah Drake tells us why.
It was a rainy day out at Riddle Pace Field on Wednesday where the Trojan baseball team wrapped up its 3-day summer youth camp. And the weather did not stop the kids from coming out to have fun.
It's a great time for us as coaches to connect with the young guys. This age group is more about having fun and doing a little baseball stuff, and then the afternoon group we try to teach a little bit more.
And while the rain may not be ideal for a baseball camp that's supposed to be held outside, Coach Smart talks about how it's not stopping these kids from learning.
Yesterday we were forced to come in because it never stopped raining. So we did some work in the cage, we did some work in the building and talking over some things and underneath our stadium. And then this morning, thankfully, it stopped raining, so they got to play on the field a little bit, but now that the rain came back in, so we'll do the best we can. Mainly, we just try to keep them active.
Coach Smart also talked about what it means to see his players come out and interact with the kids.
I love that. We've got several guys involved. Our coaches are involved, but it's fun for the players, and I think the kids like the players more than the coaches because they're younger and they have more fun with them. But I think it's great interaction for our kids to see a chance to help young people learn more about baseball and enjoy it. That's a next step for these kids because as they get older, they need to be able to help younger people, and this is a way to start that process.
And I asked one kid what his favorite part about camp was, and his answer was simple.
Everything.
Coach Smart said he hopes to see some of these campers as future Trojan baseball players one day. Sarah Drake, Troy, TrojanVision News.
For information on other Trojan sports camps taking place this summer, you can head over to the Troy Athletics website at troytrojans.com.
Troy University's actors and artists in training more than likely have taken classes at Wallace D. Malone Hall of the Fine Arts Building. And if you have seen the building, you will know that the outside looks rather generic and old, but there is a hidden Troy gem just beyond those old walls. Seth Hawk gives us an in-depth look at Malone Hall.
The Wallace D. Malone Jr. Hall of Fine Arts is a building that has been the academic home for numerous art and theater majors. But the building itself has not always been a place for the arts. It used to be a physical plant.
Prior to 83, the administration building, there was a place called Kilby Hall, and that's where the art department was. So when they tore Kilby Hall down, they refurbished the physical plant, and that's when Malone Hall was created.
Now, Malone Hall is a building that isn't as aesthetically pleasing to the eye on the outside as some of the other buildings on campus, but where I'm standing right now is the Malone Hall courtyard, which holds a dear place to many students that take classes in Malone.
I think the courtyard is a real secret to people. People don't realize we have a courtyard, which the students utilize a great deal. They have cookouts there, they have exhibits. When I think of Malone, I think of the courtyard and what a family we've become because of that location.
The Malone courtyard not only shows off student artwork, but it also hosts big crowds every year.
Every year we do Trojan Art Day in February, and we bring in students, from high school students, and we host over 400 students in that courtyard.
Malone Hall is the definition of inner beauty, as the outside may not look all that great, but the inside is flourishing with art and culture. Seth Hawk, Troy, TrojanVision News.
Students have been learning about the fine arts in Malone ever since 1985, and if you would like to see the courtyard for yourself, it is open to the public.